at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Still looking. Turning it on. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes a guy we expect to get the ball off, and it's Javion Osborne, a freshman prospect from Texas. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
How about this puppy, man? How about this young buck coming in as a freshman and being a guy that now the coaches are talking about, oh, yeah, we trust him. We trust him with a little and then a little bit more. And then we started to look around and go, Palmer, this dude's one of our best players, and he's played like that to start the season.
That's the crazy part, David, because when we talked to the coaches, they said we have zero fear with this guy. We're not worried about him fumbling. We're not worried about him missing a blitz pickup. He understands the offense. He has the God-given ability from a physical standpoint. This guy just shot out of a cannon here in his first year, and he has been unbelievable to watch.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic cover.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. He's got it. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Tough run here. It's Powell. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive. Nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. With the catch, it's Jones. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 2nd and long here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. On the move. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Buying a little time to his left. He's going to run it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw one first. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his man, and he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down. They're facing a 3rd down. On the move. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception. on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rides the option, he keeps it. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I like the play call, like being aggressive on offense. 2nd and inches, you still got a 3rd down coming, but the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack, now set up a better 3rd down situation for him.
Under pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This offense has it with really good field position. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the back. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Working that left side now. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. He had 3 or 4 more yards to go, and it'll be a turnover on down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Right at the line. There he goes. The 40, the 30, the 20. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to run, it's Powell. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Tries to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Right side, it's Jones. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback Keith might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The run inside. It's Osborne. At the 45 on his way. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he's brought down after a short gain. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeps it, looking for the edge. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's sharp. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used the timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Addison. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Georgia Tech spins its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fires to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Look out! He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gonna run it. It's Osborne. He's on his way. He's got to make it to the end zone. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. Beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
A designed run for the quarterback. the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. Makes a catch. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 4.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Osborne. He's stopped.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break. As soon as his hand separates from the football, he does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Straight ahead, it's Osborne. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Makes a man miss. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Addison. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets away. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. Got him right there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out wide left, it's Shaw. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Yellow Jackets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback. Over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Osborne. Enough to move the chains. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still looking to his right. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Osborne. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are scrambling to take it in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Miles is way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Rushes on. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
You're also talking to somebody that moved 1,000 miles away from their home. Because of, I mean, not because of what happened, but I didn't know it. I would say it was not a component. I would say more or less like I was dealing with that very tough situation. And I had the opportunity present itself, and I was smart enough to take it to get out of that situation and not have to dwell on it anymore. And it was probably the best decision I ever could have made, because I'm completely fine like spending time by myself, whatever it is. And yeah, exactly. So it's kind of my point, like, I don't know, just in different spots. While I'm getting raped by the CPU defense here. College football in one of our leagues.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Wow.
Got some room, headed to the goal.
It's hard.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they take
Yeah, I would. That's where I don't. That's where I can't relate to this one, really. Like, my parents never knew any of the people I was with. Um, okay, so when's the last time you hung out with her?
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to
And how did it go?
the ball and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own
Like
guys to
natural?
get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
that one bounds through the
Okay, to the point where you could see something with her, if some certain things shaped up properly. Yeah. No, you gotta be careful now. Yeah, but now she's got extra baggage, right? Yeah, but it's not a. It's when I say extra baggage, I don't mean that she's a different person. I mean that you're gonna have to deal with things that you wouldn't have to have dealt with her beforehand, when you guys were, for lack of a better term, in your prime. Which is good, but it's something that you have to be careful about for sure.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 45.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But the other thing you have to remember is she's been married, and you never know what that fuck Nutt's gonna do or try to pull, if that makes sense. I know it's not okay at this point. It's not about one-ups at this point, so that's the problem.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Move to his right.
That's also, I guess, kind of not the point I'm making too, but like, what if she's in a weird phase with her relationship with this guy, and things get warmed up with you, and then she ends up going back to him?
Quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. Got it.
It's a good question to ask her.
Inside the 30, they'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field.
Yeah, I believe them too.
And you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to go up top on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Penn State will spend its second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down.
That's a line out of the Spider-Man game. Expect disappointment, and you'll never be disappointed. Alright, I'll be back when you're here.